What up, Internet? This is Eugene from Worker Supply, and we're back with another video for you this week. Today, we're talking about self-care. Specifically, is self-care bullshit? I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of statuses. A lot of people seem to be concerned all of a sudden about self-care. I find the people who talk about this a lot fall into two camps. One of them are sort of like the entrepreneurial, super cool, busy people. They tend to talk about it as like, oh my God, I'm so busy. I have no time for myself. I give all my energy to others and I spend all my time working and I'm just really not good at loving myself. I really need self-care. And then the other group of people seem to kind of use it as an excuse for not doing things. They're like, I just have a period of self-care right now. I'm gonna get through it, and then we're gonna start tackling the projects. I'm gonna just figuring myself out, figuring out my situation, and then we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna make those things happen. The whole problem that I have with this sort of framing and thinking of self-care is that it treats taking care of yourself and your own mental health as a sort of mode that you enter once in a while. So you go from working really hard and being really busy to then enabling self-care for a little while and taking a break and enjoying yourself and other people's company. And then flipping the switch back onto 100%. Really busy, hustle, we're gonna crush it. And then again, boom, self-care. I think a lot of people get trapped in this cyclical fashion of work hard, burn out, take care of yourself, work hard, burn out, take care of yourself. What we really like to encourage at Worker Bee is going out and kind of pursuing things you're interested in on a daily basis, and not only pursuing goals for your clients, your partners, your friends, but pursuing your own goals every single day, even if it's a little bit. When I think about self-care, the thing that it really comes back to is just balance. And what we really like to practice is doing simple things every day and building in habits that make you take care of yourself. For this video, I want to talk about some of the things over the last week that I've really enjoyed and have brought me happiness and balance. And as a result, hopefully that inspires some of you to kind of consider taking up maybe hobbies or activities or changing certain habits in your life to achieve more of that balance on a daily basis without needing to dedicate a whole self-care plan and mode and team around you. One of the first things is going for walks. We, both Becca and I, love going for walks. For us, this really helps us just kind of get out of our bubble and enjoy the fresh air. We live pretty close to the water. It's about a 15-20 minute walk. So often I'll just go on kind of hour, 2 hour long walks along the water, listen to an audiobook. Lately it's been beautiful. Here's some photos. All of the leaves are turning. If you live in Toronto and don't make it out to the waterfront often enough, you're really missing out a huge part of the city. Go down there, walk along the waterfront trail. It is gorgeous. One of the other things that Becca often organizes, and I love doing as well, is going to concerts and going to see live shows. We tend to not go to huge mega shows, but smaller, more intimate shows. One of the shows we went to last week, which we love, is Bahamas. If you haven't heard of Bahamas, check them out on Spotify. The music is amazing, but the live show takes it to a whole new level. The amazing guitar work, the vocals, and just the stage banter and energy that they bring is one of a kind. Here's a really quick guitar solo from that show. To sort of shake things up is both Becca and I read a ton, both fiction and nonfiction. One book I just finished today is called The Singularity Trap, and it's a fairly new sci-fi novel. If you're looking for something that's an easy read but love sci-fi, sort of space travel, space chase type books or stories, I highly recommend you check out The Singularity Trap. All this stuff we're going to link down in the description below. So put away your pens and papers. Another thing that's kind of weird because it's like still work, but it gives me a lot of relief and just kind of frees my mind is finding a couple small tasks that you've been putting off for weeks and weeks and just quickly hammering them out. I did this quite a bit this past weekend, and it's amazing what a relief it is to just get rid of all that stuff. No matter how big or small the task is, it really does take up the same amount of mental space when you're just kind of like thinking about it at the back of your mind. So, you might have one really large project and 12 small tasks that would take you maybe an hour to complete, whereas that project will take you several days. But those small tasks, you can get them all out right now and kind of offload it from your mind and forget about it. So I highly recommend doing that if you're feeling overwhelmed or just tired, or if something's been nagging at you for a while. On a similar front, I find often I put off doing small home tasks, even if it's like fixing a light bulb, moving something into storage. And doing those little things, because you're living in a space and you're reminded by them every single day, it can really weigh down on you. So getting a bunch of those things out of the way is like a sigh of visual relief. Every time you walk through your home or walk into your office, it'll make it that much more of a positive space, because all that visual clutter is kind of like annoying notifications on your phone that just kind of keeps following up and bothering you when you don't want to deal with it. Those are the kind of things I try to keep on top of day to day to take care of myself and really just achieve balance in your life. I think we all need to stop thinking of self-care and treating ourselves and just have a normal balanced life where we're not swaying so much into the extremes of one and the other. This is something we all struggle with, I think, to varying degrees. But different people have different problems, Some of us do need to calm down and slow down. Then some of us also need to move faster and, take more risk. So the blanket advice of self-care and put yourself first, don't worry, you've got this, you're working hard enough. It's not always the case that you do need to stop and take a break. Sometimes you need to work a lot harder. Sometimes you're working hard, but in a totally wrong direction. And it's not that you need to step away and recharge, because recharging is not going to do anything. You need to recalibrate your efforts. Instead of thinking of self-care as a thing that you kind of go on and off, really think of it as balance, and how can you inject more balance in your life. I would love to hear from you. What do you think? Is this self-care trend bullshit? Is it helpful to some people? Is it a good way or a bad way to think about balance in your life? And really, what are the things that you do to achieve balance? Do you do them continually? Is it a thing you do once a year and you look forward to? So let me know your opinion. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe. We're posting new videos every week. I'd love to hear what you think, so leave us a comment below, and thanks a lot for watching.